Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. It'll just be yours truly today. Tim on his way to Greenville for the regionals here for college baseball. We get regional action day one for college baseball. We get a full baseball slate for MLB. We get game 5 of the Western Conference Finals in the NHL as well. So we have an awesome day plan for today. I've already hammered the board when it comes to college baseball. I'll quickly go over those plays real quick because we won't be going over the actual games during the show, but I will give out what I'm on. I did play a decent amount of favorites today because generally day one of the tournament is when you'll see a lot of favorites come through. I'm on Vanderbilt minus 150. I did take Stetson plus 3.5, minus 115, and Stetson money line plus 275 against Florida State. I'm on LSU minus 2.5, minus 135. I'm on Southern Miss run line minus 105. I'm on South Carolina run line minus 115. I'm on the Nebraska Cornhuskers at even money. I'm on the Dallas Baptist Patriots minus 1.5, minus 105. Another dog I like today, I like Nicholls State plus 2.5, minus 130, and Nicholls State plus 170. I'm on Central Florida at plus 120. I took 8.5 runs with LIU against North Carolina. I'm on East Carolina minus 3.5. Shocker there, I know. VCU plus 3.5, minus 120, and VCU money line plus 340. UNC Wilmington at a pick'em minus 110. Oklahoma minus 3.5, minus 115. Mississippi State minus 2.5, minus 130. Louisiana Tech minus 1.5, plus 110. UC Santa Barbara minus 2.5, minus 115. Grand Canyon plus 1.5, minus 120, plus 160 on the money line as well. Oregon State minus 3.5, and then two couple parlays I threw together just to have some action on some of these bigger favorites. Kentucky, East Carolina, Georgia, Virginia minus 113. East Carolina, Oklahoma, NC State, Tennessee, Oklahoma State, Arkansas plus 116. So that's what I got for college baseball for the day. We'll be live in the Greenville Regional today. I will be at both games, so excited about that. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1-1 right, 1-1 wrong in the world of sports betting. I was the Minnesota Timberwolves away from a clean sweep yesterday. Let's get into it. We'll start the Minnesota Timberwolves first quarter, first half, which was an absolutely embarrassing no-show from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Death, taxes, and Minnesota sports choking when the lights are the brightest. And that was a complete no-show for them there. WNBA came through. Seattle, Indiana, over 168 is where I was at with that game. Winner there. I believe I'm 6-3 or 7-3 on the young WNBA season. The Florida Panthers come through, minus 120 winner there. They take a 3-2 series lead. They are minus 165 in Game 6 tomorrow night. I'm currently holding plus 400 for them to win the conference. So I'll probably add to my Florida action tomorrow. I do think they close out the series. Tomorrow, I need to figure out how I do that. Maybe it's a team total over with some potential empty net situations later in that game. So we got that. And then a clean sweep in Major League Baseball. I desperately needed it. Houston, Seattle, first 5 under 4. Winner, Houston Astros plus 115. Winner, Spencer Arrighetti, shoved. I think he was 6 innings, gave up no earned runs on like 2 or 3 hits, 8 walks. He was great yesterday. Exactly what the market said he was going to do, which was shove. So nice little winner with the Astros. Detroit Tigers, first 5, minus 102. Winner. Washington Nationals, first 5, plus 145. Winner. I also had the boost that I used on Nationals first 3, plus a half. Got it down to minus 112. So that was also winner there. That wasn't an official play, though. And the Yankees Angels over 8.5 winner there as well. So a much needed, really strong day. 7-2 up 5.30 units. And let's hope we can continue that into today. I've made a move on one on the hockey game, and I have made a move on 2 baseball games, and I don't think either have moved in my direction. I tried doing overnight betting. It shows why I don't do overnight betting anymore, or I rarely do. I like to see the market mature a little bit. So we got that. We'll head over to the chat, and then we will get into today's card. Marco saying, what's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation, some subscribe, and share. Timmy, you know the rest of the saying, my dog. Boston in 6 against the Mavs. That's going to be oh, yeah. I also cashed the Mavericks plus 150 to win the series over the Minnesota Timberwolves. I found it absolutely hilarious that the Timberwolves were minus 180 to win that series. Like, geez, come on. That was just a stupid line. Yeah, the T-Wolves were not that good. Yo, what's good? Mac Jones. Yo, I'm betting Mavs 4-3. I have a feeling that in game 1, am going to lay the points with Boston. That's my guess. The line, I think, opened up at a 5.5. It's already up to a 6.5, and I've seen nothing but Dallas love. This feels like the public loving Dallas game 1, and the Celtics win game 1 by like 15 points, and then you go ahead and you back Dallas game 2. Is kind of where I'm approaching that. 25-4 last 29 days, up $403 plus $100 bonus bet. I feel like calling out of work today. There you go. Panthers money line comes through. Things you love to see. Good morning, Real Deal Prime. Kachuk over 3.5 shots. Goal. 3.5 shots plus 114. Cash it. Love to see it. Call out today. VBOD. F that job today. Hell yeah. Nationals plus 160 winner. Cubs did not get the job done. Neither did the Twins and the D-backs. Wow, I can't believe the Mets actually won that game yesterday. Clean sweep. Nice clean sweep. Happy for you. I did 2-9-1. Only loss was a $10 parlay. I expected to lose. Fair enough there. Thanks, Markel. I need that push. I will. There you go. Forsling point. Forsling has been so good in these playoffs, and it just shows the depth that the Florida Panthers do have. It's awesome to see. And Bennett, there you go. Yeah, Celtics minus 215 win the series. If you're looking at the Celtics, I think the way to do it is either minus 1.5 games, ask them to win in 6 or less, or you take Celtics game 1 and then you can take the Dallas Mavericks at a bigger price tag when it comes to Boston winning game 1. So there you go. I have a feeling I'm going to move on Boston to win the series, game 1 and the series, and probably lay the points with Boston game 1. That might be the approach to that, but I'm still going over my options for that. But we do have hockey to go over for today. It is the Western Conference Finals, game number 5. The Dallas Stars taking on the Edmonton Oilers. Wow, I saw a little bit of news for the Mets. Brett Beatty and Christian Scott are being optioned to AAA. I did not expect Christian Scott to get sent down. That's an interesting move by the Mets there. I would like to know who's coming up in replace of them. Maybe Luis Angel Acuna. That'd be nice to see. But let's get into this game here. Let's go click on today's games so we can get that. We'll get the line. We'll get the cash flow up and running here. So we have all the information that we need. Let's click on NHL. The Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oilers win game 4 to tie it up at 2. We have 86% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the over in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. Where we have, where is, oh boy, nope. Okay, here we go. Dallas, Edmonton, that's for the series. And this is the betting lines here. Line opened up at 135. It's down to a 126 now. So the line has moved towards Edmonton since the opening line. Line opened up at a 6 at plus 104. It's now a 6 at plus 107. I would like to know. What the money line split is here. I'm going to look at a different place here for the splits here with the NHL game. Let's see what we got. I'm seeing on the money line. It's not giving it to me. Of course it's not. Outstanding. All right. Thanks for nothing. All right. I got no information on the money line, but there's no way the Stars lose another game, right? No, but I'm being funny. But when you look at the Stars team, and I apologize for the people who watched the free pick video last night. It was I think I said Brandon Tanev. I meant Chris Tanev. I mixed up the Tanevs. I apologize. But Tanev is questionable for tonight's game. We saw him walking through the airport with a walking boot. And this is something I emphasized in the free pick video, that he is a bigger deal than I think people realize. I get it. He's just a defenseman, and you won't see his name on the scorecard. That's because he's a stay-at-home defenseman, and where he really thrives is he blocks shots. He's your defensive-minded defenseman, and he allows Miro Heiskanen to be that offensive-minded defenseman. Now, without him, I don't know who they're putting up in that top pairing if he does not play today. And if he does play, he's probably not 100%. And if I'm Edmonton, I'm instructing my players to hit him. Corey Perry, when you're on the ice, and so is Tanev, hit him. Because you get him banged up, you get him out of the game, that is a significant edge for the Edmonton Oilers. And even a non-100% Christopher Tanev, I think is a huge advantage for the Edmonton Oilers here. I lean Edmonton team total over as well. But I just played the plus 110 with the Edmonton Oilers in this game. I still think it's Panthers-Oilers. I'm riding both those out. I have plus 150 for the Oilers to win the series. I have 4-1 for the Panthers to win the East from a few months ago. Those are the two teams I'm riding with. So I'm on the Oilers here, and I'm going to be riding the Oilers throughout the rest of this tournament, or throughout the rest of this series. And then if they win the series, it was fun backing the Oilers. It's Panthers time after that at 10-1. But I am on the Oilers here at plus 110 in this game. I do think the momentum is starting to shift, and we're starting to see for Edmonton, which we've always questioned in years past, secondary scoring. Because, and also, Draisaitl finally got back on the board the other day. Funny, Draisaitl puts up points, the Edmonton Oilers win. They're also getting support from Ekholm, and they're getting Janmark involved, and Perry got involved, and Darnell Nurse got involved, and Connor Brown got involved, and McLeod got involved, all on the score sheet last night. They're getting secondary scoring, which is extremely important for this Edmonton Oilers team, and I think they carry the momentum from Game 4 into Game 5, and they take it here in Big D and bring it back to Edmonton and hopefully close out the series in 6. We'll see that. But yes, I am on the Edmonton Oilers here at plus 110. Bouchard over 2.5 shots. I can see it. Assist minus 143. Yep. Oilers money line. Yes. Draisaitl over 2.5 shots. Minus 164. And a goal at plus 120. Hyman goal plus 110 over 3.5 shots. And then McJesus over 3.5 shots. So you like Edmonton to just fire the puck whenever they can tonight. Oilers over 3.5, minus a plus 158. Wow, that's a big number. Wonder what the 3 is. Big Val was in a boot 2 years ago and played. They might shoot him up and send him out. They absolutely will. But yeah, no. A lot of college baseball today. Let's go get those. Yeah. I did play a lot. If you want to check it out, my Twitter. At Nicholas_Earle. I posted all my college baseball out there. I will post every college baseball bet I make out on Twitter because it's not something I'm going to try to sell, or it's not something we can put up on the site, and it's not something I'm going to try to sell. So yeah, all of my college baseball will be free on Twitter. So there you go. College baseball over there, Nicholas_Earle. We will get into some Major League Baseball now, where we have the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs minus 145 favorites, total of 8.5 in this game. We have Graham Ashcraft taking on Javier Assad. We have this line opening up at a 140. It's up to a 145. And then we have line opening up at an 8. It's up to an 8.5. So we have a move towards the over, and we have a move towards these Cubbies here. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot where we have 79% of the tickets and 96% of the cash is on the Cubs, with the line moving towards the Cubs. I have the Cubs written down. It was a lean for me last night. Just the only note I had was it was a tad bit too public, in my opinion, which I rarely like being on the side with 79% of the tickets and 96% of the cash. It's just not something I like to do. And then we have 98% of the tickets, 98% of the cash on the over here as well, explaining the line move towards the over in this spot. Javier Assad and Graham Ashcraft. Ashcraft, 4.97 ERA, 1.62 whip, 6.04 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 4.26 walks per nine, a 3.10 BABIP, a 5.10 FIP, and a 5.19 Sierra. Javier Assad, 2.32 ERA, 1.29 whip, 8.13 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 4.06 walks per nine, a 2.47 BABIP, a 4.375 FIP, and a 4.30 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Cubs. Hitting edge goes towards the Cubs here as well. 96 WRC plus, which is 18th, compared to the Reds, who can't hit righties worth a lick. 75 WRC plus, which is 29th. It is Cubbies -1 or nothing for me. It is not a game I got involved with, and I don't think it's going to be a game I do get involved with. I just think that the Cubs are a tad too public. Now, if you need action on the early game, there's plenty of college baseball to be sweating out during that time. But if you need action on the early game, I would take the Cubs -1, but I'm not personally betting it. Maybe a Cubs team total over. This total moving up tells me we probably have some decent wind blowing out. And it's actually blowing side to side, so not as much as I thought there. So for me, it's a stay off spot, but it's a lean towards the Cubs -1. There we go. Greenville bound NCAA card on my Twitter. No MLB for Tim today. There you go. Assad, 6 strikeouts. There you go. Besides fading Orioles and Marlins. Besides Orioles and fading Marlins. Fair enough there. Cubs, first 5 -1/2. I can see that as well. I think they do have a significant advantage with Assad over Ashcraft. I do. So we'll see with that there. Cubs -1.5 full game. Yeah. Let's go, Tim. Fernando, please be here. We'll keep on going, though. We'll try to keep this show a little bit more of a brisk pace today because the first game start or the first game starts at 1:00, and I'm for ECU, so we will be worried about that too. Which, by the way, the next 2 days will probably be starting early because there's 12:00 games for regionals there. So something to keep in mind as well. St. Louis Cardinals and Philadelphia Phillies, Aaron Nola and Miles Michaelis. This line opened up at a 170. It's up to a 183, so we're up into that cash cow range. Line opened up at an 8.5 at even money. It's now an 8 at -105. So we've moved towards the Phillies and a move towards the over. 71% of the tickets and 69% of the cash is on the over in this game with the line moving towards it. And then we have 91% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the Phillies. So the public on the Phillies, the line moving towards the Phillies. They're a public home favorite up in this 180 range, which is the minimum threshold for a cash cow play. So we might be on pace. I think we're on pace here for cash cow. Miles Michaelis, 5.33 ERA, 1.22 whip, 6.67 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%. 2 walks per nine, a 289 BABIP, a 3.87 FIP, and a 4.18 Sierra. On the flip side, Aaron Nola, 2.84 ERA, 1.04 whip, 8.24 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%. 2.56 walks per nine, a 259 BABIP, a 2.97 FIP, and a 3.72 Sierra. Bullpen edge does go towards the Phillies, and the hitting edge goes towards the Cardinals, so 130 WRC plus, which is second, compared to 107, which is ninth. So the Phillies are still hitting righties above average. The Cardinals are absolutely smashing righties right now. But with that being said, with the way the market's moving in this game, it looks like a cash cow spot for me. So we're going to go ahead and on Bet365. We'll be moving on the Philadelphia Philly run line in this game, which is +110. We're getting a decent number there. Just to check here, I doubt this will be worth my time. Because it's -190 +110. It'd be -138 for the -1 line. I'm good. I'll just delay the run line in this game. Well, it's a 48-cent difference for the for just the half a run there. So, wow, the Mets DFA'd Omar Narvaez, which tells me that is coming back, Francisco Alvarez. But yeah, I'll take the Philly run line here plus 110 in this matchup. Philly run line plus 110. And tracked. All right. Cards first 5 plus 158. Good luck. So happy Bet Rivers is legal in Delaware now. There you go. So now I can live bet from home. Hell yeah. Pass because Cubs win rate the last 10 is terrible. It is. Markel. I was gonna play this cash cow, but the Cards pitcher looks decent. Michaelis, I think he can get hit today. Love cash on my Brewers. There you go. Phillies run line. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm on the Philly run line there too. Fernando, thank God you're here. How often do you play run line live? I rarely bet live, but usually if it's a run line live, it's like a plus 2.5 or a plus 3.5 or something like that. Passing on this one too. Hear me out. But we go Galaxy, both teams to score, and okay, good luck. It's soccer. I don't cap soccer. Aaron Nola gives up 2 runs at least every start. Fair enough. Then okay, that's more soccer. Friday, am I right? Yeah, it's Friday. But yeah, VDOT where you are in Delaware. There you go. But we will move on here. The Baltimore Orioles minus 140 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where we have Aaron Savali and Albert Suarez, your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at a 140. It's now a 144. Line opened up at an 8.5 at minus 115. It's now an 8 at minus 115. So we've had a move towards the under. We've had a move towards the Orioles. 82% of the tickets, 96% of the cash on the Orioles, explaining the line move towards them. And then we have 75% of tickets and 79% of the cash is on the over here as well, with the line moving towards the under. Savali has not been that good lately. 6.57 ERA, 1.38 whip the last 30 days, 8.39 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 2.92 walks per nine, a 3.09 BABIP, a 5.11 FIP, and a 4.06 SIERA. On the flip side, Suarez, very limited action, I want to say, with a 0.64 ERA, 0.79 whip. He will give you, he went 4 innings in his last start. Granted, that was against the White Sox. So he might give you 4 innings or so. 5.79 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%. 3.21 walks per nine, a 158 BABIP, a 2.91 FIP, and a 4.55 SIERA. And the bullpen edge does go towards Baltimore, and the hitting edge is nothing. Both of them are 91 WRC+. A game I am not particularly interested in backing. I don't trust Aaron Savali. I don't know what to expect from Albert Suarez. Tampa Bay did just play an extra inning game yesterday against Oakland. It was a back-and-forth 12th inning game, which I think can come into play. If you like Tampa, I would only take them first 5. I wouldn't take them full game. Obviously, the bullpen edge is with Baltimore as well. So for me, this one's a no play. I'm trying to keep my action a little bit more limited, especially with how much college baseball I did bet today, but that's beyond the point. But I'm trying to be a little bit more selective. I'm finally back in the black for baseball after I think I was only in the red for a day, and then back in the black here. I think I'm up like 3-ish units now. So I'm gonna pass on this game here. It's a no play for me. My bad. That's you're all good. You're all good. I just don't know. What do you call it? He's from Bear. There you go. Follow the smell. You'll find Delaware. There you go. Baltimore first 5 run line. I could see that. I would actually look for Baltimore full game. I would want the full 9 innings with Baltimore. Just kidding about Delaware. The smell is coming from Philadelphia. You spelled it wrong. It's Philadelphia. Philadelphia. COVID killed my sense of smell, so I wouldn't know. Fun. Orioles minus 1.5. I like a lot. I think you could probably get the Orioles minus 1 at a decent number too. especially with them being a home team. I prefer the -1s. Dave is crazy. Yeah, we all knew that. We all knew Dave was crazy, though. But we'll keep on going on here with the New York Mets taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. This was a game I had circled a little bit last night to back Arizona a little bit here. I just want to see how the market was going to mature in this game. And the line opened up at a 125. It's now 118 for the Mets. So we do a move towards Arizona. And then the line opened up at a 7.5 at even money. It's now down to a 7 at -115. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where we have 76% of the tickets and 54% of the cash is on the Mets and the line moving towards the Diamondbacks. So we have the sharp money coming in on Arizona in this game. 71% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the over in this spot as well. The line's dropped in this game from 7.5 down to 7. We have Jordan Montgomery and Luis Severino. Montgomery has not looked very good. A 5.6 ERA, 1.65 WHIP, 5.6 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, a 3.62 walks per 9, a 372 or 352 BABIP, a 4.52 FIP, and a 4.91 SIERA. On the flip side, Severino looked decent in his last start, I believe, against San Fran. He did pretty well. He went 7 innings, gave up 1 earned run on 3 walks. The last 30 days, though, 4.56 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 7.23 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%, 5.7 walks per 9, a 2.15 BABIP, a 2.65 FIP, and a 5.27 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Diamondbacks in this game. Hitting edge is pretty significant for the Diamondbacks as well, 96 WRC plus, which is 17th. The Mets are practically useless against left-handed pitching, 67 WRC plus, which is 29th. Now, Jordan Montgomery has not looked particularly great. He did have an okay start in his last one. He gave up 9 hits, but only 2 earned runs and 1 walk, 4 strikeouts and 6 innings pitched. Granted, it was against the Miami Marlins. They've won his last 4 starts, and he's gone at least 5 1/3 in all of them. And he's pitching a little bit better. He got blown up against the Dodgers, which has really hurt his ERA. But this Mets team, I have no faith in them hitting lefties whatsoever. And I can only look Diamondbacks in this game, and I'm going to move on the Diamondbacks in this game. I am getting plus 105 on Bet365. So I'm going to be on Arizona in this game. I'm surprised the way the market is on this spot because I'm seeing super sharp bets on the Diamondbacks in this game. And I'm going to take Diamondbacks full game, plus 105. I do not trust this Mets team to string together 2 wins in a row. I'm getting plus money to bet against a team that is now 12-19 at home this year. So give me Arizona plus 105 over on Bet365. Arizona plus 105. Bet365. Let's take a look here. There we go. Yep, probably got to link up. There you go. Any home run ideas on this Friday slate? Ooh, that's a good one. Kyle Schwarber. I think Schwarber's a decent look. Maybe Yordan Alvarez could be a decent look as well. Maybe someone like C.J. Abrams in that game against Cleveland. Seager has been awesome as of late, so he's been really good there too. So you got plenty of options if you're looking at that. Best of luck, everyone, today. Appreciate it, Dave. First 5 over 4. I'll lean towards the under personally. Thumbs up. ECU money line. I did lay 3.5 with them, and I threw them into my 2 parlays. So yeah, they're minus 320, so they were too expensive to play straight up. VOD, you get got social media anything? There you go. Cash out $800 in parlays. 1 2-teamer, 1 4-teamer. There you go. Dave in the house. Good luck, bro. There you go. Streaming tonight? I don't know. I will be at the Wake Forest ECU game tonight. Don't touch that much at all. I find life to be happier without it. That is totally fair. We will keep on going here. The Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. The Red Sox minus 165 favorites. Total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where it's gone from a 130. Within 6 minutes of the line opening, went up to 140. Now we're seeing all the way up to minus 163. Line opened up at an 8.5. It's now an 8.5. So we have a move towards the over, and we have a move towards the Red Sox, or towards the Red Sox here. 81% of the tickets are on the Red Sox, but 73% of the cash on the Tigers, with the line moving towards the Red Sox in this game here. And we do have 62% of the tickets are on the over, but 53% of the cash on the under. So sharp money coming in on the under here, but the line's gone from an 8 to an 8.5. We have Kenta Maeda taking on Tanner Houck. Maeda, 5.54 ERA, 1.23 whip, 4.85 strikeouts per nine, which is 13%, 2.08 walks per nine, a 275 BABIP, a 4.74 FIP, and a 5.89 SIERA. On the flip side, Tanner Houck, 2.27 ERA, 1.07 whip, 7.96 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 2.27 walks per nine, a 289 BABIP, but 2.31 FIP, and a 3.19 SIERA. Bullpen edge going towards the Boston Red Sox, hitting edge going towards the Detroit Tigers, who a lot of people say can't hit, but have 113 WRC plus the last 30 days, which is fifth in all of baseball. On the flip side, 88 WRC plus, which is 26 for the Red Sox. The Red Sox have struggled to hit recently. And looking at this spot for me, I wanted to back the Red Sox here. It'd be Red Sox minus 1 or nothing. I want nothing to do with Kenta Maeda. Do I trust the Red Sox to put up enough runs, though, to really be able to cover a -1 line? I would lean yes. Yeah, like I said, it's Red Sox or nothing. But this is one I am totally fine with taking my money from the Tigers' first 5 yesterday and running. So no play for me here in this game. Leaning towards the Red Sox on the -1 line. Red Sox first 5 -0.5 and full game run line. I could see it under 8.5. I lean over. I do lean over in this game. But not enough of a conviction to bet it. Respect. There you go. We'll keep going, and it's a holiday for this one here. Patrick Corbin Day taking on the Cleveland Guardians. -210 for these Guardians, total of 8 in this spot. This is a game I had circled last night that could potentially be cash cow. That I had circled that I said I would like to see this line go up. If this line goes up, we could be talking cash cow. This line opened up at a 210. It has not gone up. It's down to a 207 now on Bet Online. So that eliminates it from being cash cow material right now. Now, if this line goes up to a 220, yes, they're cash cow. Line opened up at an 8 and -120. It's down to an 8 and -105. So move towards the under and a slight move towards the Nationals. We have 90% of the tickets, 94% of the cash on the Guardians, with the line moving towards the Natties. 99% of the tickets, 99% of the cash on the over for good old Patrick Corbin Day, with the line moving towards the under. And I have backed unders with Patrick Corbin. That does not scare me whatsoever. Let's take a look here. Corbin, 5.34 ERA, 1.47 whip, 4.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 11%, 3.14 walks per nine, a 284 BABIP, a 5.47 FIP, and a 5.20 SIERA. He's not been very good. It's Patrick Corbin. We don't expect him to be good. On the flip side, Tanner Bybee, 4.61 ERA, 1.13 whip, 8.89 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 1.65 walks per nine, a 293 BABIP, a 3.82 FIP, and a 3.42 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Cleveland Guardians. Hitting edge goes towards the Guardians. 120 WRC plus, which is 8th in baseball against lefties. They do hit lefties pretty well. And maybe you look at Jose Ramirez for a home run prop. Maybe one of the Naylor brothers for a home run prop. And on the flip side, 97 WRC plus, 97 WRC plus, which is 92, my bad, which is 21st against righties for the Nationals. It's Guardians or nothing for me, and it's actually under or nothing for me. And I would like to take a look back here real quick, see what in Patrick Corbin starts. Are they more unders? Because I know a lot of people love overs with him. The last couple starts have been overs. 9-5, 10-0, but 2-0, 5-1, 9-3, 12-9, 4-1, 6-2. Yeah, so it's about split. And we're seeing an 8 here. I think 8's kind of low for a Patrick Corbin start, kind of telling me that we do see him pitch okay in this game. I lean first 5 under if I had to bet anything here, but this is another one where I do not have an interest in betting it. Happy Patrick Corbin Day. Both teams can't hit. Tigers just had a couple of really high scoring days. That's fair. Cleveland first 5 run line and full game run line. Good luck. Guardians -1.5. I like it a lot. Maybe you can grab Guardians and tie Guardians with the Phillies or something like that. So there's options to back them there. This game I will have action on. And let's take a look here. We have the Texas Rangers and the Miami Marlins. Line opened up at a 125. It got all the way down to a 114, 112, and it's back up to a 125. Line opened up at an 8.5, dropped to an 8, back up to an 8.5, and it's moved towards the over. Let's take a look here. We have Jose Urena taking on Sixto Sanchez in this pitching matchup here. 65% of tickets, 74% of cash on the Rangers in this game. 68% of tickets, 82% of cash on the over in this game. The line moving towards the over and the line moving towards the Rangers. I do think Sixto Sanchez gets hit in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Jose Urena, 3.47 ERA, 1.33 whip in this game. Let me turn down my speaker there. That is Fanatic Sportsbook. Okay. But yeah, let's take a look here. 5.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%. 2.31 walks per nine, a 269 BABIP, a 4.93 FIP, and a 4.35 SIERA. On the flip side, Sixto Sanchez, 5.82 ERA, 1.62 whip. He's been pretty bad. 4.57 strikeouts per nine, which is 11%. 3.74 walks per nine, a 321 BABIP, a 4.1 FIP, and a 5.27 SIERA. Hitting edge, our bullpen edge does go towards the Marlins. The Rangers bullpen is kind of tough to trust. Both these teams 97 WRC plus against right-handed pitching. So both these teams slightly below average. That being said, I think this game goes over the total, and you guys know I'm going to be backing the Rangers in this game. I could have gotten a -125 last night. I could still get a -125 just on a different book. BetMGM's offering a -125. We're going to go ahead and snatch that one up. And I'm also going to go over the total, which is also over on BetMGM. That one's -120. I do like the Rangers to put up some runs in this game, and I think the markets agree with that there. I look for them to take care of business here. So I'm getting the Rangers as -120 at -125. And I'm getting the full game over 8 here at -1. My bad, 8.5 at -120. So I'm going to lock both those plays in now, which if you combine those, that's +200. But we're not going to combine those. We are going to go ahead and grab these at the price they're at. Let me just type in to see how much I have to bet on this one. All right. And then I believe that one's then this much. Yes. So we're taking the Rangers money line -125 and the full game over 8.5 -120. Both those lines available on BetMGM. So Rangers in the over for me. There you go. Yes, and team total. There you go. Guardians -1.5. Orioles -1.5. Boosted +437. Don't hate it. I have multiple units on Cubs -1.5. Good luck. First 5 over 4.5. I can definitely see that. Rangers money line -132. Shop around. You can find Make sure to shop around. You can find better lines in other books. Which, if you guys need books, I'm putting it in the chat here. If you guys want to know what books are in your area, and so you can shop around. And find the best available numbers, because over the long term, that does matter. I just put the link in the description below. Also, if you go through that link and you sign up for books through that link, ESB gets rewarded as well. So we want to. So if you do that, we appreciate it. You're helping support the channel as well as expand your books. So there you go. Rangers first 5, -132. I got 125 with them. I got 125. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that matters is the Rangers win this game. Yes, but if you do lose this game, then you're losing an extra couple bucks. But yeah, if you need sports books, this link right here, the signupexpert.com/Earle Sports Bets. You sign up for, and this includes fantasy books as well. For those looking to get involved with DFS, like Underdog or Prize Picks, stuff like books along those lines as well. And there's a lot of good bonuses that depending on where you are located, you can get some nice bonuses of that as well. So be sure to sign up. If you're looking to sign up for books, do it through this link right here. You can help Earle Sports Bets as well. Nice cash yesterday with Florida Panthers and Dallas +6. Love it. I got -118 first 5, me -112. There you go. So yeah, Rangers and over for me here. Let's keep it moving. We have the Atlanta Braves and the Oakland Athletics. The Braves are -215 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. We have the pitching matchup here of J.P. Sears and Ronaldo Lopez. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Where this line opened up at -220, it's down to a 215. So we do have a slight move towards the Oakland Athletics in this game. Line opened up at an 8.5 at -105. It's now an 8.5 at +105. So a move towards the under and a move towards the Athletics in this game here. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot where we have 93% of tickets and 89% of cash is on the Braves, with the line moving slightly towards the Athletics in this game here. And then we have 42% of the tickets and 55% of the cash is on the under, with the line moving towards that under. Both these pitchers do give me a little bit of confidence in an under here. We have J.P. Sears and Ronaldo Lopez. Both have pitched pretty well this year. Sears, a sub-3 ERA the last 30 days, 2.96 ERA, 1.10 whip, 5.27 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 1.98 walks per nine, a 2.47 BABIP, a 4.15 FIP, and a 4.69 SIERA. On the flip side, Ronaldo Lopez, 2.73 ERA, 1.29 whip, 7.86 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 3.42 walks per nine, a 3.03 BABIP, a 3.01 FIP, and a 4.31 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Oakland A's. Hitting edge goes towards the Oakland A's, 118 WRC+, which is third in baseball against righties, compared to 97, which is 15th for the Braves. The Braves are getting slightly better against lefties. They were really bad earlier in the year. They still struggle to hit righties. And this Oakland A's team, I still don't believe in them offensively. I think their offensive numbers the last 2 weeks are way worse than the last 30 days. I think they just had a really good series in one of them there. This line history is telling me that this game could go under the total. First 5 under 4.5 does have some appeal. I do like both these pitchers. The line's moving towards the under. The sharps are on the under in this game. I like this under. I'm going to move on this under, and I'm getting 4.5 for the under. 4.5 -115 for the first 5, and I'm getting that over on Fanatics. So we're going to move on Fanatics here for this first 5 under 4.5 at -115 for this game. So let me get to here. Atlanta and Oakland. First 5 under 4.5 total runs, under 4.5 -115. For this game here. First 5 under 4.5 -115. Oakland and Atlanta. There we go. Oh, there we go. Something about fading the Phillies today excites me, but my bankroll does. But does my bankroll want that? The Philadelphia Phillies actually qualify under the cash cow system, which has been really, really strong this year. So be careful. Braves -1.5. Braves, it's -105. Fair. Braves first 5 -0.5 -145. Parlay with Cleveland first half -0.5 -150. Good luck. Athletics up too early, $10. I'm still hoping DraftKings eventually thinks I've turned stupid and raises my max. Yeah, that's annoying that they limit you there. I like the under 2. I didn't even think about it. I'm at it. Yeah, that that under just makes sense to me. It's just one of those spots where everything correlates. Let's move on. We have 6 games remaining on this card. We're moving at a decently brisk pace. Let's keep it going. The Minnesota Twins are in Houston to take on the Astros with the line -115 for the Astros, total of 8. This line opened up at around a -110 range. It actually opened up at 130, but within 4 minutes, it was down to a 110. And then it settled around the 110, and now it's gone to a 112. Line opened up at an 8.5 at +105. It's now an 8 at -110. So we have a line movement towards the under, and we have a line move towards the Astros slightly after it's settled at the 110. Since the opening line, it's been a big move towards the Twins. 64% of the tickets, 63% of the cash on the Astros, 65% of the tickets, 66% of the cash on the over. In this game with the line moving towards the under. Does it make a little bit of appeal towards this under here? Potentially. Ronel Blanco and Pablo Lopez, your pitching matchup here. Lopez, 5.72 ERA, 1.31 whip. He struggled a little bit as of late. 10.16 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%. Still striking out batters and not walking many. 0.95 walks per nine. A 358 BABIP, a little high, but 3.69 FIP and a 2.99 SIERA suggests that we should see some positive regression here from Pablo Lopez. On the other side, Ronel Blanco, 2.49 ERA, 1.15 whip. 8.72 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 3.32 walks per nine, a 241 BABIP, a 4.7 FIP, and a 3.96 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Astros. Hitting edge goes towards the Astros, 109 WRC plus, which is 7th, compared to 94, which is 20th. I lean Astros in this game if I had to bet a side in this one. I lean under if I had to bet a total in this one. This is not one I have particularly too much interest in. I will definitely pay attention to it because I will be looking at the Astros, but nothing here for me in this game. It's Astros or nothing now. I cashed out of my cards first 5, and now I'm on the Phillies -1.5 cash cow. There you go. Lean Twins first 5 money line. Good pitchers bounce back. Pablo Lopez is a good pitcher. I can see it. Yo, what's good, Joe Kryptonite? Astros under. I can see that. Astros first 5. Fair. Space City. And Joe's best bet is the Mystics money line +750 against the Liberty. And you're going under the total in the NHL. I could see the under tonight in that game. Oilers. Just give me the Oilers in that game, though. We'll move to one of the 2 games I did bet last night, expecting the line to move in my favor, which it is not. And the market has definitely changed in this game as well, which makes me a little nervous. But let's get into it. We have the San Diego Padres and the Kansas City Royals. The Padres now around $1.20 favorites in this game with a total of 8. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. Okay, good. This line's moved in my direction now. Thank you. This line opened up at a 115. It's now at a 134. I got a 125 last night. So we've had about a 19-cent line movement towards the San Diego Padres. Love to see that. That is very refreshing to see the line move in my direction there. Line opened up at an 8 -120. It's now an 8 at +101. So a move towards the over and a move towards the under and a move towards the Padres in this game here. We do have 45% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the Royals, though. It was not like that last night when I placed my bet on the Padres. But still, the line has moved towards the San Diego Padres. We have Dylan Cease and Michael Waka. Cease, 3.90 ERA, 1.07 whip, 12.6 strikeouts per nine, which is 34%, 1.8 walks per nine, a 319 BABIP, a 2.76 FIP, and a 2.38 SIERA. On the flip side, Waka, 4.40 ERA, 1.19 whip, 8.16 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 3.14 walks per nine, a 272 BABIP, a 3.27 FIP, and a 4.11 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Padres. Hitting edge goes towards the Padres. 117 WRC plus, which is 4th, compared to 99, which is 14th. So we do have the hitting advantage towards the Padres, the bullpen edge towards the Padres, the starting and pitching edge towards the Padres. I think the Padres are the better team here, and I got them at -125 last night. The line has moved towards them. I would still advocate for Padres as long as you're able to get less than $1.35. $1.35 would be the max I'd probably lay on the Padres in this game, and then you would have to go -1 line, which I would maybe pump the brakes a little bit with because I do lean under the total in this game. But I am on the San Diego Padres. That was the first play that I bet last night. So I love to see the line moving my direction there. I am on the Padres here. Padres -125. Royals +105. Joe, I'm going under in the Liberty game. There you go. Now they are +116. Royals money line, I like it a lot. Largest bet of the day. F what the market thinks. Wow. All right. There we go. You on Edmonton? Yes, I'm on the Oilers. I have the Oilers +115 to win the series as well. I thought the Oilers were very live in the series, and everybody on Twitter counted the Stars in the Stanley Cup before the series even started. So, fading KC after a long road trip. I agree. Seats get smashed. Fair. Kansas City plus 114. I like KC. Shaking my head. I don't know why you're on the Oilers. I missed that part. Is Tanev playing? He might be. He's definitely questionable. I'm assuming they'll shoot him up with something and he'll be fine and he'll play. I just like the way the Oilers match up in this series, and at the price tag I'm getting them at, I'll take in my head the better offense, and I get it. Ottinger. I know a lot of people like to shit on Skinner. Skinner and Ottinger had the same save percentage in the regular season. Both were .905 save percentages. So that's just something you got to keep in mind as well. I'm just not as high on the Stars as everybody else is. We'll move on. We have the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago White Sox, with the Brewers minus 160 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look. We have Tobias Myers and Eric Fetty. Eric Fetty potentially pitching himself out of Chicago during this trade deadline. Line open up at a 160. It's down to a 158. Line open up at an 8 minus 115. It's down 8 at minus 111. So we'll move towards the under and a move towards the White Sox. 91% of tickets, 93% of the cash on said Brewers in this game. Let's take a look at the 99% of tickets, 99% of the cash on the over in this game as well. Pitching matchup here is Tobias Myers and Eric Fetty. Fetty has been pretty good. 3.03 ERA, 1.08 whip, 5.76 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 2.73 walks per nine, 236 BABIP, but 3.74 FIP, and a 4.56 ERA. On the flip side, Tobias Myers, 4.38 ERA, 1.70 whip, 10.22 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 5.84 walks per nine, a 313 BABIP, a 5.97 FIP, and a 4.56 ERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Brewers. Hitting edge goes towards the Brewers as well. 109 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to the White Sox, who are dead last, 72 WRC plus, which is 30th. No, I have no interest in this game here. I guess gun ahead, I would take a shot at the first 5 with the Chicago White Sox. Maybe you limit this down to the first 3, which I wonder what first 3 plus a half would be in this game. Because I have a feeling that would be probably something along the lines, first 3 plus a half at what, minus 130, minus 135 range. First 3 run line, minus 160. Never mind. Wow, that was more expensive than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, first 3 plus a half was minus 160. No, thank you. Lean White Sox, but no play here. Let's see. Let's go Oilers. There you go. Corbin, no win with Michaelis under 4.5 strikeouts. Good luck. Brewers minus 1.5. Lean Sox first 5 money line. I lean that way as well. Waka Flocka. Sox only plus 140 on the road against a really good Brewers team. Whereas Tim A, he is currently driving to Greenville because ECU game starts in about a little less than 2 hours. All right, let's get this out of the way. There's a couple systems for me. The only difference is whether or not I'm going to be playing the Rockies first 5 in full game or just first 5. Let's get into it, though. We have the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies, and to nobody's surprise, this line has moved towards the Dodgers. Line opened up at a 275. It's now minus 320. So you guys already know where I'm going for this game here. Line opened up at an 8 minus 120. It's now an 8.5 minus 105. Take a look at the line history here. 94% of tickets, 98% of the cash is on the Dodgers here. 82% of the tickets and 85% of the cash on the over here as well. We have Dakota Hudson and Walker Buehler. Dakota Hudson, 4.56 ERA, 1.40 whip, 4.21 strikeouts per nine, which is 10%. 4.56 walks per nine, a 247 BABIP, a 508 FIP, and a 5.34 SIERA. On the flip side, Walker Buehler, 4.26 ERA, 1.21 whip. He's not been the greatest. 8.05 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 1.42 walks per nine, a 294 BABIP, a 5.55 FIP, and a 3.49 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Dodgers. Hitting edge goes towards the Dodgers as well. 105 WRC plus, which is 11th, compared to 82, which is 28th. And you'll see with a lot of books here. Let me just do this to articulate my point here because the line has moved. There we go. No team should be minus 300 in baseball. You guys know I've said this for a while now, And I will go out and I will grab the best number here, which is plus 240 in the first 5 innings. And it is plus 280 full game. And you can get both those over on FanDuel Sportsbook. So we are going to be on the Colorado Rockies first 5 money line plus 240 and the Colorado Rockies full game plus 280. I think we've backed the Rockies one time in the minus 300 fade so far this season, and they came out on top. Nope, that was the Cincinnati Reds I'm thinking of. I don't think the Rockies have been part of a minus 300 fade yet, which I'm shocked with how bad this team has been. But yeah, I'm going to be on both the first 5 and the full game with the Colorado Rockies because I'm a sick fuck, and no team should be minus 300 favorites. So give me Rockies first 5 plus 240 and the full game at plus 280. Full game plus 280. Here we go. There we go. And there we go. So actually, we're going to do that. All right. Let's go Rockies. There we go. Brewers, my guy. Yeah. Markel, I'm going to be on some soccer team. Yeah, you did say that. Rockies money line. Dodgers minus 2.5 all day. Good luck. Skinner. I can't. I wish the Rockies were home here. Fair. Something screaming. Over 8.5. Dakota Hudson 1-7. Fair. Here's the thing, though, and I've said this every single time there is a minus 300 favorite in baseball. I don't care who's playing. I don't care who the favorite is. I don't care who the dog is. I don't care where the game is being played. I do not care who is on the mound for either side. I don't. No team should be minus 300 favorites. That's all that is behind it. That is all that is behind it. Rockies have been playing a lot better as of late than everybody's giving them credit for. Absolutely. The Rockies have been a nice little cash cow as of late, especially at home. More at home than on the road. But yeah, can I go over? Yeah, you can go over in this game. Hudson 1-7. He's due. Sure, you can say that. This is the one game that I'm kind of frustrated about because I bet it last night and the line has not moved in my direction. Let's get into it here. We have the LA Angels and the Seattle Mariners. Minus 170 for the Mariners now, total of 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here where, let's see, has this line moved back? Okay, this line opened up at 170. It's now down to a 155. This line's moved down. So I'd like to see what this is now where I bet it because I bet this last night on Fanatics at plus 120. I want to see if this line's come back down here on Fanatics. Please show me this is lower than a 120. I don't think it will be. Please do. Because I got 120 last night. And it's down to 115 on Fanatics. It is up to a 130 on Bet365 and on BetMGM. Okay. That's fine. And then this line opened up at a 7.5 at minus 107. It's now down to a 7. So it moved towards the under. And it moved towards the Angels. 87% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the under is on the Mariners in this game. 63% of the tickets, 60% of the cash on the over in this game as well. We have Brian Woo taking on Jose Soriano. Soriano, 2.73 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, 8.49 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%. 2.73 walks per nine, a 250 BABIP, a 3.03 FIP, and a 3.11 Sierra. On the other side, Woo is 1.66 ERA, 0.6 WHIP, 6.65 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%. 0.83 walks per nine, a 169 BABIP, a 2.67 FIP, and a 3.67 Sierra. Bullpen edge going towards the Seattle Mariners. Hitting edge slightly towards the Mariners. 94 WRC plus, which is 19th, compared to 92, which is 22nd. I moved on the Angels in the first 5 innings at plus 120. That was the other overnight play that I had. I like Jose Soriano. I think he has a lot of potential. And this Angels team, yeah, they're coming in off of a series against the Yankees, but we also have the Mariners coming in off of a really tough series against their division rival Astros, where they did win 3 out of in that series, and this could be a potential letdown spot. Now, I like the Angels early. I can see the Mariners taking over late and winning this game late. But with that being said, I'm going to be on the Angels in the first 5 innings at plus 120. I like the spot. I like the number. So I'm going to grab. So I grabbed some Angels. And you can get a better number now on FanDuel or BetMGM than I got last night on Fanatics. It happens. But yeah. Love me some woo! Sure. You took Natty, right? I stayed off that game. I stayed off the Nationals game. I leaned under in that game, but I stayed off of it. Last game of the card, the New York Yankees are in San Francisco to take on the Giants. The line minus 125 for the Yankees, total 7.5. Let's get up the line history in the spot. Minus 127, it stayed put. Line opened up at a 7.5 minus 120. It's now 7.5 minus 115. So we have a slight move towards the over in this game. 99% of tickets, 99% of cash on the over. 75% of the tickets, 71% of the cash on the Yankees in this game here. Marcus Stroman and Jordan Hicks. Stroman, 1.78 ERA, 1.05 whip, 6.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%. 3.56 walks per nine, a 2.02 BABIP, a 4.32 FIP, and a 4.74 SIERA. On the flip side, Jordan Hicks, 3.38 ERA, 1.33 whip, 7.88 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%. 3.38 walks per nine, a 282 BABIP, a 4.25 FIP, and a 4.20 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Giants. Hitting edge goes towards the Yankees, 133 WRC+, which is number 1 in baseball versus right-handed pitching compared to 107, which is 10th for the Giants. And I'm kind of interested to see how this first 5 lines move. I'm interested in the Yankees early in this game. And the line opened up at a 130. It's up to a 135. So the line has moved in their direction there. A little expensive at the $1.35, but it's Yankees or nothing for me in this spot if I'm looking to bet this game, which I'm not. But it would be Yankees or nothing, and it would be under or nothing. But I don't want to back an under with the way the Yankees are hitting right now. They're the best offense in baseball the last 30 days. So not a game I'm going to be getting involved with. So that is all for this card. Head back over to the chat. We'll recap and head on out. There. Ashcraft has been good on the road. Fair. First 5 under. Yeah. Not the Nats. Natty, the Reds. Nerfy? Are you saying Nerfy, the Reds? Give me Giants. Fair. First 5 under 4. Baltimore money line. Brewers money line. Plus 562. Plus 532 boosted. There you go. But that is all for today's slate. Let's recap, and then we will head on out in the NHL. I'm on the Edmonton Oilers at plus 110 over at Bet365. In the MLB, Phillies run line minus 1.5 plus 110. Texas Rangers minus 125. BetMGM. Phillies run line Bet365. Texas Rangers minus 125. BetMGM over 8.5. Miami, Texas minus 120. BetMGM. The Arizona Diamondbacks plus 105. Bet365. Oakland Athletics and Atlanta Braves first 5 under 4.5 minus 115. Fanatics. San Diego Padres minus 125. Fanatics. LA Angels first 5 plus 120. Fanatics. And we're closing out our card tonight with the Colorado Rockies first 5 plus 240 and full game plus 280 over on FanDuel. But that is about all for this show here. Remember, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. I believe, let me get up the exact number here so we can emphasize this here. We are at, how many subs? 3,927 subscribers. We are 73 subscribers away from 4,000 here at Earle Sports Bets. We'd appreciate it if you guys subscribed. If you haven't already, if you have burner accounts, if you have friends, family, help get them to subscribe as well. And hopefully we'll be hitting 4,000 subscribers soon. So that's exciting there. And also as well, I posted in the chat earlier, if you're looking for a sports book, check out the link in the description below. And so if you sign up, you'll get you'll help ESB as well, help support ESB and expand your books there as well. Florida Gators or Nebraska, I took the Cornhuskers at even money. Cornhuskers for me. First 5 under in this last game as well. I do like that as well. Or I would lean that way as well. But that is going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Let me do this, and let me find the outro. We will catch you guys same time, same place tomorrow. The Another ESB show. Good luck, everyone.